Hi guys, Ecotech here. If you've been keeping an eye on the print tech scene, you know that DTF printing is becoming one of the most game-changing tools for creators, small businesses, and custom apparel brands, and today we're checking out the XP600 Plus XP600 DTF printer package, which honestly feels like one of the most complete out-of-the-box printing setups you can get right now. Now, if you're familiar with DTF printers, you know they can be kind of intimidating, between sourcing the right ink, getting the right film, making sure your RIP software doesn't crash, and just dealing with after-sales headaches, but this setup really tries to address all of that. Inside the package, you're getting the XP600 single-head DTF printer, a dedicated shaking dryer machine, 5x500 ml DTF inks in CMYK and white, 1 kg of hot melt powder, 1 roll of 30 cm by 100 m double-sided DTF film, and rinse software that supports Windows 7 all the way to Windows 11. And here's the thing, they're making a big deal about packaging, and for good reason. Anyone who's ordered large format printers or specialty machines before knows how fragile these things can be during shipping, and this one actually comes with upgraded reinforced packaging, so it survives transport without issues, which is something I really appreciate since this is not the kind of product you want arriving broken. Now let's talk about printing specs, because this is where things get interesting. The printer uses an XP600 printhead, single head setup, and it's capable of handling film up to 13 inches wide, which means you're looking at a max printing width of about 33 centimeters, but realistically, you'll want to stay around 12.5 inches to avoid edge clipping. That's plenty for A3 prints and definitely covers the bases for t-shirts, hoodies, sportswear, home textiles, even accessories like scarves or pillowcases. The print speed is one of the big selling points here, since this thing can crank out a full A3 print in just about 2 minutes, which makes it noticeably faster than older Epson-based DTF models like the L1800, L805, or R1390, literally double the speed in many cases. So if you're someone running a small production shop or just starting a custom apparel business, that time saved per job adds up big. The print resolution is also solid at 1440 by 1440 dpi max, which gives you sharp lines, vibrant gradients, and most importantly, really smooth transitions when layering white ink under CMYK, which is key for bright, colorful prints on darker fabrics. Speaking of ink, the system uses a continuous ink supply system, CISS, with a white ink mixer, and if you've worked with DTF printers before, you know white ink is always the trickiest part because it tends to clog. The built-in mixer here keeps it flowing smoothly, which cuts down on downtime and maintenance. And while we're on software, they're bundling Rin-Hosansoft with this printer, which is kind of refreshing because it's not the usual RIP or CAD-link that can be buggy or even flagged by antivirus software. Hosansoft is lightweight, virus-free, and surprisingly straightforward to set up, which takes away one of the biggest pain points for new users, because honestly, software can make or break the printing experience. Another thing worth pointing out is after-sales support, and I like how upfront they are about it, because let's be real, buying a DTF printer isn't like buying a t-shirt, it's an investment, and what usually determines whether you stick with it or throw it in the corner collecting dust is support. The factory behind this printer claims they can supply every single part in the future, so you're not stuck hunting down replacement parts from random resellers, and they've emphasized having actual technical support available when you need it, which is huge. I've seen too many stories of buyers going through 3 or 4 cheap DTF printers because they failed with no support, and that's money wasted. So if you're looking for something sustainable, that support piece really matters. Now, the machine itself comes in at about 35 kg net weight and 45 kg gross with packaging, with a footprint of 30 by 34 by 80 cm, so it's not exactly tiny, but for what it does, it's compact enough for a small workspace or home studio. Operation environment is also forgiving, you're good anywhere from 5 to 45 degrees Celsius with humidity between 40% and 60%, which means you don't need a perfectly climate-controlled environment to keep it running. Connectivity is straightforward with USB, and while it doesn't do duplex or scanning, it's strictly a print-only unit. It doesn't really